most of the clothes we wear every day are plastic. This shirt, plastic. This shirt, plastic. This one, not. So for the next 30 days, I'm quitting plastic clothes completely. So I'm only going to be wearing natural fibers like cotton, linen, wool, and to be honest, it's mostly gonna be cotton because I wanna see, does this actually make a difference? I never really thought about what my clothes were made of, but when I actually went and checked the tags, almost everything I own is synthetic. So here are the rules. Number 1, no polyester, nylon, or synthetic fabric. Number 2, only natural fibers. And number 3, I'll wear this for 30 days and see what actually changes. Simple enough. Come in here to my closet. Let's check what's actually going on, okay? So things I wear often, a classic black t-shirt. 89% recycled polyester, plastic. A nice polo hoodie sweatshirt. 70% cotton, but also 30% polyester, part plastic. Nice gray sweater, let's see. 54% cotton, 24% nylon, 17% polyester, and 5% wool, part plastic. You would think this nice shirt is cotton, right? 48% cotton, 48% polyester, 4% spandex, plastic. So basically, my entire closet is plastic. So I did go ahead and completely rebuild part of my wardrobe. And I just separated what's cotton and what's not. This is all I have right here. That is cotton. The rest, literally the rest of that, plus I have this a bunch of drawers of clothes, but my pajamas I know for sure are all cotton. But everyday wear, this is all I have. Let's just get into the challenge. So for week 1, so far, I feel like I'm basically wearing just the same outfit every day. Like I only have one pair of cotton jeans and then I'm just putting on whatever cotton shirt for the day. So I feel like my clothing options right now are pretty boring. I will say though, wearing cotton this week, I don't know if it's just mental, but I will say physically, it feels good. I'm also super excited for this challenge because I do have 100% cotton socks and 100% organic cotton underwear. Bras though, I have 3 pairs of nursing bras that are like, I think it's like 95% cotton. So for week 2, I feel like I started to be a little bit more creative with my outfit picking and my style. Funny enough, I have 4 pairs of green pants. I guess I'm very drawn to green pants, but we're putting them to use. Don't mind literally the mess of toys, but brown shirt, green pants. I feel like I'm getting a little fashionable, some may say. I feel like now, as I have limited my closet, at first I was like, okay, stick with the basics, blah, blah, blah. But now, got a little bored with the basics. I'm expanding from the limited selection I have, which actually might be a good thing. It pushes creativity. There's not really much creativity going on here. It's just different colors. But also, something interesting I have noticed with wearing cotton clothes is that by the end of the day, the clothes feel baggy. I personally don't mind, though it's very interesting with the socks because those are 100% cotton. They become very loose and baggy by the end of the day. So just an interesting observation. Week 3, I can't believe we're already on week 3. I'm really loving wearing cotton. I feel more comfortable and I feel like my skin is happier too. At first, I felt like shopping, for example, and looking at my clothes in my closet. I'm thinking, gosh, there's no cotton. How am I supposed to be finding natural fibers? How do I even live a... Thank you, camera girl. How do I even live in like wearing natural fibers easily without it being annoying, you know what I mean? But now that time has gone on, I'm starting to like when I go out to the store, I'm just curious, I look at the tags and stuff. A lot of it is still a lot of plastic. I'll be so for real. But I'm starting to find there are cotton options. One thing I did notice though is I want to compare. So I have, when it comes to cotton, I think there is a difference in quality. These, I'll be honest, are cheaper options that I have purchased. This is a new Old Navy shirt. I've just washed it once, so it is a little wrinkly, but vibrant color. There's no like peeling, or it's not worn out at all. This was $10 from Old Navy. I'm gonna show you these two tank tops. These are now 2 years old. These were sale items. They were like $3, $5 each. I don't remember where I got this from. Anyway, so you know, not the highest of quality pieces of clothing. You can kind of see they're quite muted. They used to be a little bit more vibrant in color. If you look pretty closely, you can see the little fibers, those little hairs. It's starting to, it's not pilling, but it's starting to kind of like fray a bit. And if you just look at it, it looks like it's been worn. Something to keep in mind. And something I want to be a little bit more intentional with. I'm buying clothes. Because at first, I'll just get like cheap cotton pieces, just basic, just like one colored shirts, you know what I mean? To fill up my closet so that I have things to wear every day without, you know, spending a fortune, completely redoing my closet. But now that I have like basic pieces for every day, I think now I should start being a little bit more intentional and looking at a little bit of higher quality pieces and think about it as more of an investment. Because, you know, you buy a cheap item, you're gonna have to rebuy it again in like a couple years. Versus you buy a little bit more of an expensive item, hey, maybe you get to wear it for like 10 years and basically you spent the same amount of money in the end. It is more sustainable to buy the more expensive piece that lasts longer versus, you know, having to replace. So it's just something to think about that I came across in this journey. I can't believe we're already finally in week 4. In my pursuit of not wearing any plastic clothing, I stumbled upon this podcast with Hannah Dunning. And basically the whole podcast was like exposing one of the majorly overlooked source of chemical exposure. The most shocking thing that I learned is that clothing isn't just fabric. It's often a chemical treated product. Even 100% cotton clothes aren't good enough. Just to make things a little bit more happier, if you know what I mean. Basically, what that all means is that even though a piece of clothing can be 100% cotton, natural, you have no plastic. How was that cotton grown? How is it processed? A lot of cotton is grown with a bunch of pesticides, and then the whole process could include like bleach and other kind of chemicals like that. So more things to worry about. Beautiful. When searching for cotton clothes, the key is to look for the GOTS label. GOTS. That means the Global Organic Textile Standard. So this guarantees that the cotton is organically grown with no pesticides. The process is regulated. No toxic chemicals, environmental standards, and ethical labor practices. It's a good all around, like the GOTS label is there. You know that that is a good quality piece of clothing. But becoming strict with your clothing is frustrating. And now, not only do you have to be strict with the type of fabric, you also have to be strict with where that fabric came from, basically. My only advice for that would be to start small. You can't just go and completely redo your entire closet, you know what I mean? Because that is just so overwhelming. It's an investment. And you know, with clothes, it's also like, it's a sense of creativity. So like, you don't want to just be getting boring clothes, you know? You want to have a little sense of style and fashion within it as well. So starting small is important. And so to start small, the most important pieces that you should replace today would be on your body. What's the most sensitive? Underwear. And for women, that's underwear and bra for sure. Those are your top. To go a little further, so you got underwear, sleepwear, and then baby/kids clothes, which is definitely relevant for me. I've completely made my baby's closet 100% cotton, besides a few pieces, but it is mostly 100% cotton, like 90 3%. And unfortunately, baby clothes are like even worse. Like you really have to make sure they are organic cotton with the GOTS label. So that's just fabulous. I have to go and I don't even know if she has any pieces of clothing that has the GOTS symbol. I think they're just like 100% cotton. There's a few organic cottons in there. So that's fabulous. I did learn that a good practice is to wash your clothes before wearing. Always wash your clothes before wearing no matter what. That kind of helps release some of those chemicals in those pieces of clothing. And even still with the GOTS pieces of clothing. I feel like this was a sad little announcement I had to add in here, but important. It's really important. So after 30 days, was it worth it? My pros are that cotton is more breathable. There's less odor, which I didn't really mention too much. And then also feels better on my skin. Cons though, slightly less durable, can be expensive, and a little bit frustrating because going a little bit further, you gotta get the GOTS label. So it's a little bit more difficult to find. So the verdict. After 30 days, I did not expect this. Just kidding, I did expect this. I am only wearing natural fibers now moving forward. It's true. I just feel like at this point it's just way too noticeable how I feel, how I mentally feel, and also the knowledge that I have acquired from all of this whole challenge. How can I not? You know, once you know better, you do better. And once you realize your clothes are plastic, it's hard to go back. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun making it. Don't mind my baby just opening my sister's wedding gift right now. Stay tuned for another video. I've got more clothing challenges coming up. I'm so excited to show you guys these challenges and hopefully join along with me as well. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, leave a little comment if you want, and I'll see you next time. Bye!